I had a lot of head congestion and lost my taste and smell, sore throat. I was lucky I didn't get bad fevers or anything like that. So was trying to stay active as much as I could last week. Try to get some kind of cardio in so you come back and you're in halfway decent shape. So it was a long week, but I'm happy to be back.
What were you able to do while you were away? Was it just running? Was it treadmill?
Yeah, a lot of running and bike stuff, and just after the first few days, you get a little energy back, and you can start doing a little bit more and more.
People take it for granted. He was back from COVID, so he's back. I mean, like it's more to it, right? I mean, it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, I think today was big. Obviously, being out here and just just working with my conditioning and making sure I'm in shape for this week. I felt good today. Tomorrow's another big day out here with the pads, so it'll be big for me.
Zach, we kept on getting the word that there was a chance that you could make it back for that first game. From your perspective, was there ever?
No.
What were your symptoms like?
I had no taste and smell, and just a bunch of head congestion, sore throat. Didn't have fever or anything like that.
Had you had it before?
I had not. No, that's my first time. Yes, yeah, I have. I had probably about a week without that stuff, and back fully now. It's weird because you don't really want to eat, but you have to keep your weight on, and at least for me, I gotta eat to keep my weight up. So a lot of meals where you're just kind of forcing it down.
You said you felt that you realized you lost the sense of taste and smell when you went to brush his teeth. What was your signature moment?
Well, the night before I got my positive test, I was eating dinner, and I had kind of a congested nose, and I was eating dinner, and I told my wife, I was like, I can't really taste this. Thinking that was just maybe congested, and then I got the call from Jim the next morning that I had tested positive, so bad deal.
As soon as you saw who it was on the phone, did you just start going,
Yeah, I did, because he called me super early, and I had 3 missed calls, so I had a feeling when I rolled over and saw it that I was probably screwed.
bad timing of that?
Yeah, I mean, just terrible timing. I mean, I would obviously love to be out there last week with those guys, but back now, get it out of the way, and hopefully move forward here.
Those were early calls on Sunday morning. You got this.
Saturday morning, I think. Yeah.
Is there missing a game, frustration, anything? But now, since you're vaccinated and it was mild, it's not much different than a flu. Is that a frustration too? That maybe if it was just the flu, not COVID, would have been able to play?
Yeah, it's very frustrating, especially the timing. But this is the world we live in right now, and definitely not going to be the last guy this year that's dealing with this. So, we just got to deal with it when it comes our way.
How do you feel? Do you feel normal again out there in practice?
Yeah, I feel good. Yep.
Were you wondering how that was going to be when you came back?
Yeah, I was. Obviously we didn't have pads on today, so tomorrow will be a big day for me, running around and kind of feeling the contact and all that stuff. But I felt good out there today. So yeah.
Jerry Jones had Terrence still high on his depth chart. Mike McCarthy clearly not wanting to tell us any of the combinations, so I won't ask you. But if you stay at right guard, assuming that's what you're going to do, how much can you help your young center and your right tackle if that is in fact from their team?
Yeah, I think I've played a lot of games, and I've played next to obviously Tyler and Terrence, and gotten a ton of reps with Ty during camp. So I'm confident in whatever combinations out there that we can get the job done and really thrive. So like I said, I've had a lot of reps with those guys, and I feel good about it.
I'll ask this way, have you ever said, I don't want to move off of right guard? You played 2 games last year at right tackle.
I did. I think that was different circumstances last year. I play right guard, and that's what I'm going to do.
Facing an unfamiliar AFC West opponent, going through film, what are some things that stand out about the Torrance season?
Can you ask that again? Sorry.
In facing an unfamiliar AFC
Oh, yeah.
West opponent, going through film, what are some things that stand out about the Torrance season?
Yeah, they're very sound. Obviously, we all know about 97. So he's kind of their bell cow up front, but they've just got a really, really sound defense that plays extremely hard. And it's going to be a big challenge for us. They a lot of different fronts, variations, so stuff that we haven't we haven't seen. We don't play them very much. So it'll be a big challenge for us to communicate and just get on the same page and be able to execute.
What's different about this year with staying, moving, whatever? Is it early in the season? You've not taken any right tackle snaps in practice all summer. What's the difference between now and moving last year for the games you did and maybe not doing this year?
Well, last year we had about 6 tackles down. So that was the biggest difference.
If they came to you in theory and asked you to do it,
Well, I mean,
do it,
listen, I'm open to do whatever they need me to do, but yeah.
So what do you tell these more inexperienced guys in the line about a guy like Joey Bosa?
What do I do? What?
What do you tell some of these more inexperienced guys about Joey Bosa?
I mean, I'm just like everyone else watching tape. Like we said, we don't play these guys but once every 4 years. So we played him, I think, in 2017. Obviously, jumps out on the tape. High motor, has every move in the book. You got to be on your A game. So obviously, he's a point of emphasis this week.
Last week, the running game wasn't a huge emphasis for the team. Brandon Staley's defenses tend to almost dare you to run the ball, right? At least they do with the Rams.
Yep.
Did you see the same kind of a thing with the Chargers that you guys saw against the Rams defenses last year?
Yeah, a lot of the same fronts. Obviously, with only one game in the regular season, you got to kind of go back and look at some of last year's tape with the Rams just to see front structures and things like that. So I think the biggest thing is the different fronts they put out there. One series will be playing in one front, the next series will come out in something completely different. So the communication and making sure everyone's going to the right spot is going to be the big part in the run game.
Does that make it to where running the ball is even more important, though? If they're going to give a 5-man in the box, then you better take advantage, kind of a thing, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think every offense in the NFL wants to run the ball, and we're going to go out there and try to do that. And if we have to throw it, we got a pretty good guy behind us to do that too.
Is there anything about Bosa's hand usage that jumps out when you study him?
Yeah, he's very skilled. I think his get off is kind of what gets guys in trouble. He's off the ball so fast that you're kind of playing catch up from the initial snap. So big thing is using the cadence and to our advantage. We know when we're starting the play and then obviously getting to your spot and going to work from there.
The red zone efficiency was kind of a focus for you guys in the offseason going into this year. Where are you? Where do you need to get better there? What hasn't happened that the league will be able to build on?
Yeah, I mean, no secret, we got to finish better in the red zone. Nothing. When you have big drives and you get down there and you can't punch it in, it's almost a win for the defense. So I know we're making that we've made a huge emphasis of it all year, and this week's a big emphasis for us. When we get down there, we got to put it in the end zone and score 7.
Was the run game an even more crucial component there to keep the whole playbook open? Because the defense is going to compress and it's hard to run.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you can't get down there and getting 3rd and goal from the 9. It's hard for a quarterback to sit back there and find an open guy when the defense can drop everyone. So you got to be able to run the football and keep those options open.
Last one, guys.
Blitz pickup, how much of that is overlooked? How much is overlooked?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, obviously in the game the other night you saw him with a bunch, but even little chips and you get edged a little bit and he comes and kind of puts the guy back on you. It's huge for us.
While you're watching from home last week and you had worked with Dak Prescott to come back, seeing him backed up in their own 2
Yeah.
and to come out with that long season winner to start the game for Amari Cooper. Did that shock you at all? And what was your emotion watching it from home? Did you want to be a part of that?
Yeah, I think for me, it sucked not being there. But when I turned the TV on and they were in pregame warm-ups, that's when it kind of hit me that I wasn't there. And but there's no surprise that Dak went out there and did what he did. The guy has put in all the work, and no surprise by anyone in the building that he went out there and did that.